Hi, everybody. I wanted to record tonight's lecture and go over the revised syllabus, revised final project, and revised oral presentation for the remaining portion, rest of the semester. First, let me just say I hope that everybody is doing well and is healthy through all the changes that are occurring right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this. I'll screen share here real quick. All right, so this is our Google Classroom for this class. We haven't used this a whole lot, so if you have trouble finding it, go into your mail. Go into your mail, just like you normally would. Open your waffle up there. Go all the way down to the bottom to Google Classroom. And then from there, find, COJO 602. And then you'll find the classroom. I like to use this classwork link. Get rid of that one. And then there's the class. Okay, so there's a new topic, COVID Reboot, with the revised syllabus, revised final project, revised oral presentation. Let's start with the syllabus. The remaining assignments that we have now are shifted around a little bit, but they are weekly meetings with the instructor. There's 5 weeks left in the semester, so 5 meetings roughly. Let's see, the revised final project, and then the oral presentation. Below that, right here on this table, is the revised assessment or grading, whatever you want to call it, along with the original. We were done all the way through the oral presentation of your research proposal, so that's all good. Really, all that's changing here is that I'm going to cancel that final exam, and then attendance participation. This is going to be based on that 5 meeting time with me. We're going to be really flexible about how that happens. If it can happen normally during class time, that's great. If not, we'll just go individually and we can just meet one-on-one. Oral presentation of the paper. I've put a template up there that I'll talk about here in just a second for what that looks like. And oral presentation of your research. The journal paper now is more of the revised final project. And I'll just put that in there. Revised final project. We're not going to stress about getting it submitted to any journal at this point. That's basically the only difference there. Okay, so let me just scroll down here on the syllabus. For each one of you, I've kind of laid out a week-by-week schedule of what we probably need to be working on based on what I know of where you currently are in your research. So that's laid out in this revised schedule down here, so check it out. And we'll talk about it individually, I think is the most efficient way to do that right now. So yeah, okay, so that's that. All right, let me jump really quickly now into what the revised final project looks like. Okay, so it's just a template. It has, I don't know, 7 or 8 sections. The amount of words, word count that I'm roughly thinking about for each one. And basically this template is sort of combined from the IRB form and from like a standard journal article structure. Okay? And so my thought on that is that with this template, we can complete this for the course, and then it's foundational enough to easily be adapted to any place that you might like to submit this research into after the class is done. So that's the rationale behind the structure there. Okay, so I'll just quickly go through it. Main purpose, we've done this is probably already done for most of you. through, at least you've thought a lot about this from what we've talked about earlier in the semester. Stakeholders, you know, that's individuals, organizations, and communities and how they're interacted. Basically what you're doing here is describing the system in this stakeholder section. And then the benefits and the potential downsides to the stakeholders, that's, you know, straight out of the IRB. Hi, Kathy. And then the methods and results are just typical research paper kind of stuff. So, you know, that's pretty straightforward. Discussion, how to interpret the results. Basically, each one of these sections is what we'll work on in our weekly meetings, right? We'll talk about where you're at with each one of those things. Yeah, that's kind of the gist of the final project. We'll just throw it into the structure so it's a little bit more straightforward and we can focus, well, because all of our lives probably have gotten more complicated. We'll keep this a little bit more simple. Okay, and so along with that theme of keeping things simple is the revised oral presentation. And that's just a reporting back of the same stuff that's in your paper. And I created a slideshow that you will that will download for you when you click on it. And it is the same sections as the paper, right? And then what this is that last meeting of the semester. My dog has found a squeaky toy. The last meeting of the session on the week of April 27th. We'll meet and review our papers. Okay, so that's the gist of it. I'll send out more with the email and talk to you all shortly.